The only way that becomes legal or it is not an offense is if the person signed an agreement and they are acting in a porn video or some sort. But once that's some private life or something like that, you don't get to show somebody naked pictures all over the place. That's disgusting. And why would these two women be doing that? What kind of women y'all got over there in Harbor Island doing this mess? Samantha Higgs role and Datura Pender. I wonder who they is. Anybody got any photo of Samantha Higgs role and Datura Pender? Let me see what they look like, because I'm curious to see what kind of freaks this Harbor Island got going on here. Anyway, back to what I was saying to you with the AI thing. AI says some persons can end up on the sexual offenders register for this kind of thing. You understand? It says factors that increase the chances of the register. The video is explicit or sexual. The victim had a reasonable expectation of privacy. The act involved intent to humiliate, harass, or exploit. The offender distributed the content, not just possessed it. So they didn't just possess the content. They shared a woman naked photo around. And then prior sex-related convictions. And the victim was a minor. Well, in this case, the victim probably was not a minor, but you can't share that stuff. But these are factors that could lead to you ending up on the sexual offenses registry. You understand? Let me give you, and then by states, voyeurism involving sexual images can require registration in Florida. Non-consensual sharing of images, revenge crime can happen in California, but it's not automatic. There has to be other things. In Texas, it can trigger it automatically. And in New York, unlawful surveillance can require registration. So, meaning that you could end up on the sexual offenses registry. Is this considered a minor offense? No, not in modern U.S. law. So in the Bahamas, some people think that's minor. That's not minor. You taking somebody naked photo and sending it about the place is not a minor offense. That's a criminal, that's a serious, major criminal offense. And it should not happen. And so people who think this is something to be taken for granted, no, sir. Why are you sending people naked photos about the place? What are you doing that for? Don't do that. No. Say, while it can be charged as a misdemeanor, courts increasingly view this conduct as sexual exploitation, psychological harm to victims, and a serious privacy violation. Penalties can include jail or prison time, heavy fines, probation, court-ordered counseling, sex offender registry, civil lawsuits from the victim. Important distinctions versus the Bahamas law. Compared to the Bahamas, the U.S. has far more aggressive victim protection statutes. The U.S. has far more aggressive victim protection statutes. Digital sexual exploitation laws are much broader, and registration consequences are harsher and longer lasting. So this is not something to be taken for granted. Somebody sharing your naked picture around, report them, and we need to get to law enforcement too. We need to get to our governments and our authorities too. Take a firm approach in dealing with these matters so that persons know that this is not something to be taken lightly. You understand what I'm saying to you? It is what it is. All right? Someone said, you still running over PH? I don't know who this clown is. I'm down at PH. Ain't nothing happening. All right. They want me to talk about PH. I don't know. I don't have PH to study. All right. Now, let's move on. Okay. Says corrections officer charged with drugs. This is from Roxanne, and I do feel really bad about this situation.